I would rather sit in my bed, do nothing all day, scroll for miles, and eat whatever junk comes my way. And for most people, that would be the definition of happiness. But doing that, you would feel drained in just 5 minutes. This is a belief in my religion that happiness is temporary but joy is permanent. So, in whatever you do, you need to feel good for eternity and not just for those 5 minutes. So, I wanted to share with you some ways in which I remain positive, and I'm not going to tell you to smile more, jump around, or go and have fun. I'm talking actual peace and joy that you can find for yourself. Let's go. The number one is feel your feelings. I always thought this when I was younger, but I feel like real power lies in being able to feel and being able to just cry or be angry when you can. Do you know that research suggests that suppressed emotions are the number one cause of women's illnesses? I definitely don't hold back when it comes to my emotions, but I also don't want to be in a constant flight or flight. What I do is reframe those emotions and speak out away from people who trigger me or want to fight me. I just speak out loud in different places and I just go, oh, that bitch. This annoyed me so much. Why am I the one cleaning your mess? And it often just takes out all the anger and sadness out of that situation. It just vanishes like poof. And I'm sure there is some correlation between you not speaking up and getting infections in your throat or your chest. But it happened to me a week ago, and I definitely felt it because I held back a lot of things. I sometimes even talk to the objects that annoy me, but just make sure that no one is around. I also do use my anger as a fuel a lot. Like when I'm angry, I do those physically tough tasks of putting your room together, mopping the floor, or getting some other chores done that I just feel drained to do otherwise. I even journal and edit a video when I'm angry, but I don't recommend you brushing your hair in that time. Basically, just do anything that involves you not destroying anything around you. The second point is don't let your hope die. I don't know where I first heard this quote, but I love it so much. Hope is the wholehearted, evidence based conviction that God is making the future better than the past or the present. And that is what I keep telling myself when I find myself in a pinch. I've had a lot of situations in which I thought it's never going to get any better, that I'm never going to get what I want, but I'm still here. And do you know about the 1,000 rejections girl on Instagram? She's like collecting all of the rejections that she gets, and like she's not even a tenth of it in, and she's already done so much. And it's always our fear holding us back, or even other people's fear for our situations that we mistakenly take up as ours. But overcoming that fear with a positive mind and reframing your rejections as protection gets you closer to your dream life. I had a friend who would write on these sticky notes positive affirmations and goals like she's already achieved them. And guess what? She really did get the grade that she wanted. Now, it's not magic, but of how she kept telling herself of these outcomes like they've already happened. And I do something similar, but I don't write it down. I close my eyes, and it might sound crazy, but I picturize in very detail the life that I want or me getting my goal. And that is what keeps me going. Like, especially in the moments that I want to give up, I'll just take those 5 minutes for myself and really see it in vivid detail and know that that is going to happen for me. And then I get this sudden boost of energy to go after that thing. It's just having crazy belief in yourself for yourself. My third point is you don't affect anything. I used to think I was too much for being loud and bubbly and happy and excited all the time when I was a child. Also, because my teachers and my friends kept telling me that I was too much and I jumped around a lot, and they would act a bit different around me, going like, tone it down. But thinking back, it was just me being a kid my age. And I feel like now it's okay to be whimsical if that is what makes you unique. And I think of me as not even 0.00001% of this vast universe. And as long as I am not changing timelines or hurting anyone else, I'm doing just fine. And I also feel like people have just stopped talking nowadays. Like they decide not to say anything instead of saying the wrong thing and then having to apologize or worse, get cancelled. But don't be afraid of speaking up. Of course, be safe stating your opinions. And even if your opinions are different from your friends or your family, that doesn't make you a villain. Try to find your peace and a middle ground with those people. Be okay with sharing your opinion. Don't let your moral values and your integrity be overridden with what everyone in the media tells you. Like, even with social media and PR and how things work, I feel like reputation is what gets to us. Like, even with celebrities, only the faces that we keep seeing every day, people are like, those people are attractive. But I'm not saying that they are not. It's just that reputation affects our brains more than we think. And the more that we keep looking at a certain thing, the more our belief becomes that that thing ultimate goal that we need to achieve. And my fourth point is your pain will always be there. It's really easy for people to say that just don't have self doubt, but the truth is you will always be taken down a notch by life when you least expect it. And no matter how much bad you have it, someone else will always have it worse. So I say you look up to people who have been in similar situations as you and still persevere. And I feel like even with trauma or mental illnesses, you can never be 100% healed. So you still need to find your way through it. Like you need to get your routine still and have some comfort shows that you can rewatch. Spend time with your favorite people and try to find some meaning in life. We are always internally comparing ourselves to people and things that we see online, that we might never be satisfied with the life that we have and the people that we have around us, or even the cards that we were dealt with. We can't all be kids of billionaires, and we shouldn't blame ourselves for not being at that stage by a certain point in life or even our parents. So just come to terms with those things, because no amount of money will ever get you that happy. You need to find your purpose. You need to find something that does not decrement or increment your happiness or your mood just by its presence. And my fifth point is listen to only happy songs and watch only happy movies. This might be the best advice when you're trying to move on from something. I rewatched Euphoria so many times when I was sad and depressed. Like I would find so much comfort in Drew's character. But the second that I stopped doing that, my mind just became a lot lighter and I started feeling so much better. And even with songs, I don't listen to songs that have mentions of heartbreak or of me being a bitch or a hoe or anything negative like that. My go to is just listening to Level Up when I'm working out, and Love for You when I'm doing my makeup, or even stateside when I want just that boost of energy and I just listen to one song on repeat all the time. And I even sing out loud Mean by Taylor Swift when someone doubts me, or Not My Problem when someone comes up to me with a problem that shouldn't be on my mind and they are trying to make their problem mine. My best friend watches only cute animes. Like, this is her thing, and she always kept asking me for recommendations, and so I ended up doing that too. Like, I would only watch happy, fluffy, cute stuff like her, and it did put me in a better mood. Also, one really fun thing to do is when you have a lot of tasks that you have to do and you don't know what to start with, what I do is I put it in a random wheel generator, like those things in which you input a lot of things and then it I don't know what that wheel is called, like a spinning wheel, and then it gives you a certain answer. And I do my tasks in those order. Like it is so fun to play spin the wheel with the tasks that I have, and just whatever comes up, I have to do that. And it just makes those draining, boring tasks so much fun. Anyways, that is the end of this video, guys. Let me know which of these tips you will follow, or share with me some of your own. And I'll see you next week. Bye.